Hello everyone. This is the pre-market report video for today, 7th May 2024 for the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. In the last pre-market video, we discussed in detail about the last week very weak US jobs data and how US market cherished for that. Now, last night, if required, please pause and have a look. Again, in response to that, Fed interest rate monitoring tool predicted near 65% probability that Fed will reduce the rate cut as early as September. Last week, this probability was just 44% and Fed might start interest rate cut like around November kind of. I mean, couple of months ago, this rate cut expectation was May, then it became June, then finally after this very high inflation number that was pushed back all the way to November. But last Fed chairman's press conference in which he said that from now onwards he will balance the inflation with the jobs market, and this last Friday very bad jobs macro all now bring back the interest rate cut probability to September from November. In addition to this, yesterday in the global conference at California, New York Fed President John Williams mentioned that the present interest rate level is sufficient enough to bring the inflation down, and the Fed's next move likely they will lower the interest rate. This is a very positive statement. And also probably today or this week, LSEG London Stock Exchange Group will release their expected earnings increase of S&P 500 for March quarter, which is always very influential in the market. I saw this in investing.com. Some private firm calculated the S&P 500 earnings for the outgone March quarter. So far, without the Apple results, which they expected to increase as much as above 8% year over year, which is really a very good number. All these again made the US market very positive. In the end, Dow Jones up by 0.46%, S&P 500 up by 1.03%, and Nasdaq increased 1.19%. In case of US VIX, it's roughly around the same place as last Friday. Regarding oil, yesterday Egypt and Qatar proposed the new peace deal to de-escalate the situation. So the Hamas side accepted the proposal, but Israel refused to accept it as they state it's too soft. Hence, oil price kind of stagnated now, haven't moved either side. So those who were trading in oil, please have an eye in Middle East side, since this proposal acceptance might reduce the oil price further down. In contrast, further escalation will increase it. Thus, at the time of this video, WTI crude closed at 78.5 US dollars per barrel and Brent crude trading around 83.5 US dollars per barrel. Coming to Indian ADR, don't know the reason why, despite closing positive in the Indian market for the second day in a row in ADR, HDFC Bank closed negative. I tried to find the reason, but there was none that's concrete enough. Then other three major ADR stocks all closed on a positive note. So clearly this ADR move indicates IT looks positive, but banking looks very much mixed. About Gift Nifty, early morning today, it increased mildly and closed at 22,605, equating it with our spot market. It's indicating the opening somewhere between flat to positive of 30 points. So that's all about the global market. Now let's discuss about the Indian market. First, a quick discussion about yesterday's Indian market. I mean, most of us know, but for everyone's benefit, it's better to discuss it quickly. Last Friday, RBI released the draft guidance for any bank or PSE company that might lend money to any government or private big infrastructure project like road or power plant or any project. At present, as per the 2021 guidance, banks or other PSU NBFCs like REC or PFC, when they lend the money, they have to set aside 0.4% of the total project worth as provision. Now, as per this new guidance, that 0.4% was increased to 5%. In addition, if the project didn't complete within 3 years of starting, then the whole lent amount will be considered as stressed asset. I mean, the guidance got other things as well, like what sort of risk assessment that lenders has to do, and if it's the combined entity, then how much exposure minimum each lender should have, etc. Those are just general, which I guess market also will welcome those. The only problem market got is this increased provision. As per IIFL Securities, this increase in banks will increase the total provision by anywhere between 0.5 to 3%. This will directly affect the net profit. Since all those money will be just sitting idle, it won't make any interest income generation, which is what investors don't like. Because of this guidance issue, yesterday PSU Bank dropped between 2 to 6%. So sector-wise, PSU Banks was the major loser, dropped 3.5%. Anyway, moving on. For the third day in a row, again FIA was net sellers. The net sold for 2,170 crore rupees and DAI net bought for 780 crore rupees. As a net, institution-wise, it was net sold for 1,400 crore rupees. Third, about the quarterly results, Godrej Consumer Products, Gujarat Gas and Lupin are some major companies released their earnings after the market time. Here, Godrej Consumer Product, their revenue, EBIT and EBIT margin all beat the analyst expectation. However, due to the exceptional item, they posted a net loss of near 2,000 crore rupees compared to a profit of 450 crore rupees a year ago. So that's the only red flag I found. Both Gujarat Gas and Lupin posted a very good healthy top line financials. As a summary, US market closed positive for the third straight session. However, GIFT Nifty and Indian ADRs were not that positive. Rather, it's indicating mixed and flat to positive opening. I think this is partially due to the uncertainty around this RBI's new guidance impact. In addition, HDFC Bank ADR negative closing is also a concern. Then, as per stock open interest, Titan, Punjab National Bank, Coforge, Larsen & Toubro and Bank of Baroda got an increase in open interest along with a negative close, indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, it's Britannia Industries, Gujarat Gas, Alchem Lab, Jubilant Footworks and Siemens got an increase in open interest with a positive price close, indicating the long build-up. Then about the things to look out. Today, Dr. Reddy's Lab, Voltas, Delta Corp, Graphite India, Indraprastha Gas, Navin Fluorine and Sonata Software are some of the major Indian companies' earnings results are scheduled released today. In terms of macro, early morning before our market opening, Japanese service payment data is due. Then during our market hours at 11:30 a.m., Germany's March month factory orders data. Then at 2:30 p.m., March month Europe's retail sales data. And in the night for US, EIA short-term energy outlook, 3-year note auction, and Fed FOMC member Kashkari's speech are some of the important items we need to keep an eye out today. Coming to technical, Nifty opened 90 points gap up. However, this RBI's negativity and Reliance selling pressure wiped out all its gains. Then despite volatility, it closed flat. Thus, on the daily chart, Nifty formed a medium bearish candle with lower high formation. So, the sentiment seems to be somewhat bearish due to consecutive red candles, but still Nifty closed above the short-term 21-day exponential moving average. So, it's a contrasting signal. Hence, in the near term, we can expect the sentiment could stay negative as long as Nifty stays below 22,500. And if it continues its means, then there is a high possibility of Nifty might slide towards 22,300. In case of Bank Nifty, similar to Nifty, it also opened 200 points gap up and saw a range bound price action. Then finally, it closed below 49,000 level for yet another session. Thus, on the daily chart, Bank Nifty formed a bearish candlestick pattern indicating weakness, even though it managed to hold on to above all key moving averages. Hence, the immediate resistance is at 49,300 and a decisive breakthrough could trigger short covering. Conversely, a significant breach of the 48,900 mark may induce further selling pressure, which might push down towards 20 daily moving average 48,400. As per the weekly options data, the maximum call option open interest was at 23,000 strike, followed by 22,800 and 22,700 with maximum call option writing at 23,000 strike, then 22,600 and 23,100. Whereas on the put side, the maximum open interest was at 22,000 strike, followed by 22,500 and 21,800 with new put option writing at 22,400 strike, then 21,700 and 22,300. Thus, from the options data also, it's indicated that 22,300 is expected to be the immediate support with the resistance at 22,600 level. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing this for me and viewers educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.